So example 4 says, what is the total perimeter and area of the shape below? Well, they don't have an area formula for L-shaped figures. So how are we going to do this? You need to be able to look at this and see that we can split this up into smaller shapes. Instead of one big L, we could split this up into two different rectangles. So now we have rectangle 1 up here, and then we have rectangle 2 down there. So what is the total? Let's start with the total perimeter. Perimeter, you just got to find the distance of all the sides and then add them together. Well, luckily we do not have any slanted lines. Every line of this shape goes straight across the grid line, so we can count every one of these sides. So what's the perimeter? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this has a base of 7. Now let's count this little piece. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's count this section. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here to here, that has a length of 4. Let me erase here. I'm sorry. I'm just going to erase this 1 and this 2 for right now because I don't want to be confusing. That was meant to show you that we split this up into two different rectangles. So this has a length 7. This has a length 3. This has a length 4. Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So now we're going to get this length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That has a length of 6. Everywhere there's a side, guys, you just gotta count the spaces. Now we're up top. So 1, 2, 3. And lastly, we have almost every side. We've got that side, that. So now let's just find this last length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have every side accounted for, so the perimeter is equal to 7 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6. Plus 3 plus 9. And that is going to equal, let me just plug it into the calculator real quick. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 9 is 32. Shoot. 32. The perimeter is 32 units. You just count the length of all the sides, add them up, that's your perimeter. What about area? Well, this one's just a little bit more tricky. We have to split this up into two different shapes. So we've got here, now I'm just going to erase the work we did. The good thing about video is you can just rewind it if you need to do something. So I'm going to split this shape up into two different rectangles. I'll call that rectangle 1 and I'll call this rectangle 2. So the area of rectangle 1, length times width. 1, 2, 3 times, now what's the length of this rectangle? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this rectangle has an area of length times width, 3 times 6, which is 18 units squared. And then the area for my rectangle 2 on the bottom here, length times width again. So 1, 2, 3 times, now what's the width? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which we already counted that for the perimeter part. So 3 times 7 is equal to 21 units squared. So what's the area of the total figure? Well, it's going to be this area plus this area because they're stacked on top of each other. So you got to split it up into two shapes that you can more easily find the area for, which we can split this up into two rectangles, find the area for this, find the area for that, which we did right here. Then you just add them together. So the total area is equal to 18 plus 21, which is equal to 39 units squared. On the exercise, I kind of I drew the dividing line for you, so it should be a little bit easier. So yeah, that's how we get through these notes.